Hey, it's Cabel here, the Profitable Personal Trainer, and thanks for joining me in my California home. And tonight we're going to talk about copywriting. This is something that has really come up with a lot of coaching clients lately, and it's something I wanted to spend some time on. By no means do I consider myself to be the world's greatest copywriter, but I do know through using a process or having a methodology, my copywriting is greatly improved and I'm starting to get much better response. So hopefully I can give you some tips that will help you generate more effective messages and help you attract more prospects and customers to your business, no matter what industry you're in. Now, first off, I think if you are watching this video, probably one thing is true. Whether you're a fitness professional or in another industry, your business is small enough that you don't fall into the normal rules of, you are so famous or you have so much authority that people know and recognize your brand and are automatically compelled to be attracted to any offer that you present to them. So if that's true, these tips are definitely going to be great for you, and if it's not, I don't know why you're watching this video. So let's break this down. The first thing is I see a lot of people convey messages to people that are very simplistic in nature. They feel awkward, they feel clunky, they're maybe not sure how to write an offer, so they do what comes natural, which is to kind of give it some catchy name, catchy title, something like that that identifies what the sale is, and then kind of gives some features, benefits, and ultimately ask people to buy. Now, if you've had any success with this at all, I hate to let you know, but I suspect that those people were probably going to buy anyways, and it just happened to be time and opportunity finally met. But wouldn't you agree that for most of us, if we could compel more people, those people that are procrastinating, sitting on the fence, that are maybe looking for a problem, don't yet realize you're the solution, to be the ones to be contacting you as a result of an offer, wouldn't that be so much better? So let's give it a shot here. Let's try to give you a methodology of how to improve your copywriting. So I kind of prepared this little board here. It's got some bullet points or topics of discussion for us. And this is basically the process that I use that's made my copywriting a lot more effective. The first thing is you have about 3 seconds to stir emotion with somebody. So whether they choose to acknowledge it or not, all of us, human nature, particularly when we're reading something from somebody that's not from our immediate circle, close family, friends, if I'm getting a message from you that I've ended up on your mailing list because I might be interested in something you offer, I don't know you that well. So hence, I don't totally trust you. So innately, as soon as I get a message from you in about 3 seconds or less, I'm evaluating, what does this person want from me and what's in it for me, right? So I want you to satisfy immediately my need for wanting to be compelled to read that next line or keep moving through the message. So the best way for us to do that is to stir emotion, whether that's happy, sad, angry, whatever. We have to get them feeling something as quickly as possible. Now, obviously, if we can compel that emotion to be towards the action that we want, that's going to be better for us or better served. So let me give you some examples. Classic things that I see people do are, big sale today, or the tummy tuck summer spring fling sale. These kinds of things are not captivating. They don't spur emotion. More commonly, you might see things like, as I'm filming this video, we're in late January, so a lot of people are talking about New Year's resolutions failing. So you might see things like, 92% of New Year's resolutions have just failed. Are you one of the failures that's occurring? Well, of course they are. People are already wallowing in their shame or frustration, so these messages are too generic to really instill emotion. So let me give you a better example. Might be something like, how does it feel to have failed? How do I know you failed? Because 92% have already failed. Or how does it feel to have failed? I'm reaching out to you now because I know you're probably hurting. The point is that even in that simplistic nature, whether you feel that's a good opening or not, there's a difference in how the emotion feels. Another classic example is a good friend of mine will use in his ad copy that's targeted mostly at men between 35 and 38 for a service. After the headline, he'll draw them in further with a simple thing that says, warning, If you are not this type of person, don't even bother continuing to read. And it's the same thing. It's that extra hook or that extra emotional hook, because as a male, it automatically makes you think like, who are you to tell me I shouldn't be reading this? Who are you to tell me I'm not this person? So it's really, really important in your copywriting that in the first few sentences, you're really targeted at using the strongest language that you're comfortable with to stir an emotion. Okay, whether it's happy, sad, frustration, whatever, get people dialed into whatever it is that pains them as to why they might be interested in your offer. The next 1 to 2 paragraphs of your ad copy should be telling a story. Why is this important to you? Why are you doing this? How did you stumble across the solution? My story in the fitness industry might be like, I'm 15 years old, I was 98 pounds, I had a funny name, I had crooked teeth, I had major issues with self-esteem. So I started working out to feel better about myself and realized that many people approached me wondering how to look like me because lo and behold, they had similar issues that I did. So it was very, very important to me to find a way to help people overcome these issues and feel more confident and ultimately feel better about themselves, which is why, Mrs. Jones, I want to make this easy for you. And this week only, we're having this 4-week trial program, blah, blah, blah. So the point is that you're using storytelling to help them get beyond the emotion and ultimately start to get drawn into you as the person and why this is important to you. Why it's important to them or why it's important to you to help them. It's that connection. It's a time for you to feel somewhat almost expose yourself to be vulnerable so that you can develop a relationship even without having met this person. After you tell your story, then it's time to present your offer. Provide the features, the benefits, the bullet points, the price point, all those things that they need to do to act on it. And just when they're starting to think about, I don't know if I want to do this or not just because they've given me this offer, we want to compel them further with that social proof, with those testimonials. Because you and I know as consumers these days, when we buy things, we're often looking for the reviews and testimonials or social proof of others long before we ever talk to the salesperson. So let's provide that for them. The final thing is something that I think is really, really important, which is a risk reversal. So for us, that's in the way of a 30-day money-back guarantee. But the point is the risk reversal is anything that is going to calm those doubts or avoid them from going, yeah, but if I do this now, after or later, I'm going to be frustrated that I did, and I'll be worried, and I just shouldn't do it to begin with. So we want to really make sure we alleviate those feelings now so we have covered the whole gamut and left with one thing. Mrs. Jones, I'm just trying to make this really easy for you to try. Okay, that's some really basics of copywriting. It takes a lot of practice. Work on that emotional component. Get used to telling your story and presenting that offer. Hopefully that helps. For more tips, tricks, and articles like this, visit my website at profitablepersonaltrainer.com. I'm out of here. I'll see you next time.